Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More, and my wife and I were able to sneak away for another quick beach vacation without our kids, and we stayed at a really interesting property. That's it, right there, tucked between all the large complexes, a little house by itself on the beach, and there was not another house within at least a mile. So it was really cool staying in this place. We'll show you what it looks like inside. We're in the Pensacola, Destin, Fort Walton Beach area. Love the beach here. So nice. We've been here a number of times the last couple of years. And here is the house. And like I said, it's surrounded by large buildings. And I have to give credit to my wife. She's the one who found this. And we rented the second level. It's a 2-unit property, but it was pretty big. I was surprised when I got inside. And without kids, we were able to rent a fun car. We got a Challenger. Now it's just a V6, but it's still more fun than a minivan, which is what we usually rent when we have all the people with us. So the house needed a little work. It wasn't perfect, but we're okay with that. But it was a neat property, and let's take a look inside. But yeah, a little bit of trash around there, fence broken down, random stuff that didn't make sense at all, like the shower being in the back of the house where you couldn't use it for wash sand off. And then you have neighbors below us, which was fine, except they were smoking the entire time and just wafting up to us. But still, we're okay with stuff like that. It doesn't bother us. But if you're going to have an Airbnb, or if you're looking to figure out how well your management company does with your Airbnb, I want to show a few things to watch out for and look for. Like I said, there's a shower over there, but we weren't allowed to go back behind that way to the beach because the dunes are protected, and we weren't supposed to go through the patio of the people staying below us. But you could see the deck was recently redone. The inside was really neat, although it needed a few things. But we are on the top unit. There's the unit below us. This, I think, is furnace or just utility room. It's locked. Nothing, no way to get in there. And then here's our front door right here. And you walk into this really big open room. So a lot of times I'll try and do a video when I first walk in before we come in here at all, just to get a first reaction, but it was pretty late last night, dark, so I waited until today. But huge open room. It's really just a neat space. And then you also have a bedroom right here, bedroom, and more bedrooms all over the place. So one question I was asking, my wife asked me, I shouldn't take credit. She's like, which bedroom do you normally want to go to? Because these two are exactly the same bed, same bathroom situation, same view. And she's like, I just naturally want to go to the right one. I'm like, I do too. So I didn't know if that was just because that's maybe what we're used to where we live now, although ours is kind of on the left, or if that's a natural thing for most people to want to go to the left or the right. So which one would you normally want to go to as your bedroom if both are exactly the same? That's my first question. All right. Here's the kitchen, which is nice and open, has a nice kind of seated area. Has some weird stuff going on, but that's okay. This thing's a little off the cabinet base, but that's because they wanted to make it even with the window. I've had a few situations in my houses like that where you have to make that decision. This is a little strange here. The raised bar goes all the way over. Sometimes, you have counter depth and then raised bar depth and kind of a 2-level effect. And because they did that, they had to put this metal kind of barrier here so your stove didn't burn the counter. So that's a little strange. It's kind of a little strange counter itself. And there's definitely a little bit of maintenance and stuff that needs to be done. The floor is pretty stained and dirty, but that happens. Didn't quite get it cleaned up there. Dead spider still. This is concrete, so even though we're on the second level, this is all concrete. So should be a fairly strong building if it ever gets hit by a hurricane or anything like that happens. And my wife did rearrange the furniture already. She likes to do that. They had the couch, one of the couches way over against that wall. This one way over here. And it looked kind of weird, so I agree with her on that side. So living with my wife, we do have our furniture rearranged quite often. All right, going this way, we've got The washer and dryer, which is always nice. The furnace filter definitely needs changed and cleaned. Again, little stuff, it doesn't bother me any, but just for people who have vacation rentals or rent out properties, those are things people pay attention to, are easier to see, and really easy to fix too. Another thing, this light doesn't work at all. We've tried doing all the pull switches, tried the switch over here, the fan turns on, but I don't know if the bulbs are not working or something else is wrong, but that doesn't work. But so many beds. In the last place we stayed at, we kind of had a shortage of beds, and that's with my whole family. And now it's just my wife and I, and there's beds everywhere. So this would have been perfect for our whole family, but that's okay. Here's one of the bathrooms. There's 2 bathrooms, exactly the same. They're decent, they're fine, not incredibly fancy, but they work. That shower head bigger? No, it's pretty low. That's my eye level right there, but. And then another bedroom here. So this might be smaller than the other one. Maybe not. We'll have to look at the other one. But big king size bed. And of course, that light works. There's your view out to the water. And the backyard's a little weird too. I'll show you that. Not to be complaining about stuff, but just pointing out interesting things about the area. So the other bedroom is this, well, the other kind of main bedroom. It's about the same size. I don't think it's any bigger. Great view, door, TV, all the same stuff, closet. And then you've got the same setup here with the bathroom and shower. Pretty much exactly the same. And then you've got another bedroom here with 2 beds. So it's kind of a cool layout for vacation rental. So they've really maximized the bedroom space. You've got lots of space here. So it's kind of a cool floor plan, kind of a cool house. It'll be really cool when I show you from the beach what it looks like compared to all the other apartments and condos and big buildings. This house sitting in between all of them. The back of the property was interesting too, because right there is like the only area you're supposed to use, and the rest is protected dunes. So you can see how all the properties end right kind of back here, and that's all you can use. And you can see some of their wood is already bowing and falling off. But I was wondering, aren't those boards supposed to be on the inside to protect people from falling into them and falling through? But anyway, so we had this exit from our deck that goes down there to the shower, which I mentioned earlier, which is great, except you can't go around this other side to the beach. There's like a tiny path that goes to their patio, but you're not supposed to walk through their patio. You can't walk through there. So that shower was pretty much completely useless, and that exit for our deck was completely useless because we had to walk all the way around the other side to the path over there on the right, which led us down to the beach. So again, not a big deal to us, but you know, if they put the stairs on the other side over there, sure would be a lot more, useful. But still along the ocean, can't complain there. And I don't know if I've shown this much, but one reason I love this area is you go in the water and there are just fish everywhere. And I'm a sucker for fish. I have the fish tank in my office. And yeah, those are pretty decent sized fish. It's hard to tell in the camera, but they're probably a foot or so in length. But you just walk along the beach and just have 20, 30 fish just following you, eating stuff out of the sand you kick up. We've seen rays and all kinds of different stuff. Some other people said they saw manatee and sea turtles. We didn't see those. And we saw dolphins. So just really cool area, and the water's really clear. It's a little more green this time than last time we were here. It's more blue, but still so clear, and the beaches are so nice here. I always, you just don't assume the Panhandle, since it's kind of farther north, would have such amazing beaches, but they are just gorgeous. And of course, there's the sunsets that are always amazing in that area and fun to watch. So, and the storms, it's very beautiful weather. 80s, the water was perfect. Had a tiny bit of rain one night, but we didn't even see it. But sometimes you get some cool clouds, cool sun views from them as well. And leaving on the airplane, we said goodbye to Pensacola area, Destin. Fun trip. And, we're thinking if we could maybe buy a place down there, it'd be really nice. But we also like to go to different places and try them out. So that's a tough question. And getting something on the beach is really, really, really expensive. I forgot to look, but I think this property sold for something like $680,000 a few years ago. And now it's probably worth $2-3 million, something like that. So stuff on the beach has gotten so expensive. And there's a reason, because they're not making any more of it. It's in high demand. It's really cool. So that's one thing. If I could go back in time after the last housing crash and buy property, I would buy some beachfront property in Florida for sure. There was some cheap stuff then, and I would buy some commercial property by me, buy some multifamily property by me. There's all kinds of things I would do. But we can't go back in time, so we can just do the best we can now. But we'll have some more trips. We'll have some more videos of VRBOs and Airbnbs we stay at. And, of course, more videos of my properties, businesses, flips, all that stuff too. All right, take care. Be back soon.